Grade 2 students, how are you all? How are you all feeling today? Feeling good, relaxed, happy, happy for a new day, happy to learn something new in the class? Yes? Wow, that's great. Now see, it's a new day today, so I hope you all must have had your breakfast, your tummies must be full, minds must be fresh, right? Correct. Now, and I hope you all must be revising whatever we are doing throughout the week. Because as I have told you yesterday also, that where we are almost finishing this session, and now next time, over after 2-3 weeks, you will be having your final exams. For that, you need to revise, you need to learn, you need to study. You need to study whatever we are doing in the class, whatever we have done up till now. Everything you have to study. So I hope you all are doing that. Yes? Great. Now, what we are going to do today is, actually first tell me what you have done yesterday in the class. What we have studied yesterday was about, yes, we have learned how to write a poem, right? And I hope you remember there were the 4 steps and the how we are going to follow them, how we are going to answer the questions. I hope you remember. Yes, next time if somebody asks you, will you be able to write a poem yourself? Great, very good, because this is whatever you are learning, you should be able to do it later on, right? Yes. Now today, children, we are going to start a new unit. That is unit 15. Now, and what that unit is about, I'm going to tell you in a minute. Now, I want to show you a picture, and we are going to discuss few things about that picture, okay? Are you all ready? Great. Can you all see my screen, class? Great. Okay, what is this picture about? Yes, it's about a bicycle, right? Have you ever seen a bicycle in your life up till now? Have you seen anywhere? Have you ever seen the bicycle anywhere? You have seen it in movies, okay? You have seen it in pictures and magazines, and where else? Oh, you have a bicycle or your own bicycle? What do you do with the bicycle? Yes, you go outside, you go out to the grocery shop or to other shops to get something for yourself or your brothers and sisters. You do that? Okay, so you ride on the bicycle and you ride to the park, to the shops, and you take your brothers and sisters along. Wow, that's great. But you should be careful. You shouldn't be going too far. Okay, you should be near your home, near your house also. It's very, very dangerous. Okay, so you have seen bicycle, right? Okay, that's great. You have seen bicycles. Some of you have bicycle of your own, but be careful. Don't go too far, right? So, have you ever heard a story related to bicycle? Which is in which bicycle plays a main part. Have you ever heard any kind of a story like that? No? Okay. Now today we are going to read a story that is about a bicycle. And whose bicycle it is? It's Christopher's bicycle. The unit name is Christopher's bicycle. Now what do you think the story would be about? It would be about Christopher. It would be about his bicycle. What else do you think? What else the story could be about? If it says Christopher's bicycle, so what do you think it's going to have? Yes, it might be about what he did with his bicycle, how he used his bicycle. It might be like that. Yes or no? Right. Now we are going to learn, we are going to read that story. I'm going to read it for you, and I want you all to listen to that story, to listen very, very carefully, because once the story is over, I'm going to ask you questions that whether you are able to comprehend the story or not. So I want full attention in the class. No going here and there, no roaming around. You have to be attentive. You have to listen to what the teacher is reading. before reading, I want you all to open page 90 of your Nelson English and come to this page, Christopher's bicycle. Now, if you see here, what can you see over here? Like, what can you predict the story would be about? What is happening over here? They are looking at the bicycle. Why they are looking? Is there anything? They are staring actually. They are just they are looking at how the bicycle looks like, whether it is big or small, whether it is how it is being made. Now, why there is a ribbon which is tied up to this bicycle? Why? It might be a gift, correct? It might be a gift to someone, to Christopher, since it's Christopher's bicycle. Okay, good. We are going to read it out and then we'll find out. What is happening over here? Christopher is riding on his bicycle. He's going somewhere. And what is happening over here? They are making few things. So these pictures help you to predict the story, right? As we have discussed before as well in the session, in this whole session before, that stories, they help you to comprehend. They help you to understand. They help you to see what's happening over there. And they help you to know what is going to happen in the story. They will help you to predict the story. Isn't it so? Yes? All right, now let's go on and let's read the story. Now remember, you all have to be very, very attentive. Correct. Now, I'm going to read it for you and you will understand. You will just pay attention. Christopher Nibble loved being in the garden. It was usually so peaceful, but not today. Behind the shed door, Mr. Nibble was working hard. He was doing something top secret and Christopher wasn't allowed in it. Now, Mr. Nibble was doing something which was very, very secret, right? And no, Christopher was not allowed to come inside. By the end of the day, the top secret thing was ready. It was a bicycle for Christopher. He thought it was the best bicycle in the whole Denville. It's a recycled bicycle, giggled his sister, Poppy, and that gave Christopher an idea. It was a recycled bicycle, means the bicycle was recycled, it was reused. It was an old bicycle, but his dad made it new by amending something, by putting something. Okay. Early in the morning, Christopher pedaled off to Denville, where he saw the lady from the library. She was throwing out yesterday's newspaper. Christopher asked if he could take them. Please do, said Miss Borrower. After stopping at the bakery where Mrs. Cross was throwing out yesterday's stale bread, Christopher asked Mr. Rosie if he had any empty coffee jars actually. Then Christopher pedaled home very carefully. He was ready to recycle. He asked Posy from next door and Poppy if they wanted to help. While Christopher and Poppy found all sorts of things in the shed that they might need, Posy searched online for recycling ideas. Now they are going to recycle the things which Christopher he has collected through while riding on his bicycle. They turned yesterday's newspaper in some very handy bags. They smeared the hard slices of stale bread with a little peanut butter and bird seed to make hanging feeders. And then they turned empty coffee jars into bright vases full of flowers. Then they loaded Christopher's bicycle with recycled goodies and set off for the den. Now, see what happened in the story. Yes, see how Christopher used his bicycle. It was a recycled bicycle. And what the idea gave this recycling thing? To make things to recycle different things. Now, what do you think? Excuse me. What is the setting of the story? Is it only one setting? No. It's the house, you can say the garden, Christopher's garden, and the marketplace, right? So there are two settings in the story. And who are the characters in the story? There are very many characters, you can say. There is a character of Christopher, Christopher's dad, Christopher's sister, right? And who else? You can say dad, sister, his mom, three, dad, sister, Christopher, mom, four people are here already. Then Miss Borrower, fifth people, Mrs. Cos, six, and Rosie, seven, and Posy. Eight characters are there in the story, right? So, you know what happened in the beginning of the story? He was given a surprise gift by his dad. And what was that gift? It was a recycled bicycle, correct? Okay, and what happened in the middle of the story? Christopher went to the market and gathered few things, right, to recycle them. And what happened at the end? He made different things from recycled objects and he went off to sell them, right? He went off to sell those things to the market. This is the end of the story. Okay. Now, let's come on to question and answer session. First, we will discuss and then you are going to do it yourself. What was Christopher given by his dad? Very easy. How will you answer? Christopher was given a recycled bicycle, correct? How did Christopher feel? Happy? So how are you going to write down? Christopher felt. Now see, when we are writing the answers should be in past tense, right? So feel will become felt. So Christopher felt happy. Okay, what idea did Christopher have? Christopher had an idea, yes, to recycle things. What three items did Christopher collect from Denver? What three items? He collected yesterday's newspaper. First item. Second, stale bread. Third, empty coffee jars. These were the three items. What was Christopher ready to do when he got home with the items? He was ready to recycle them to make different things out of them. What did Christopher, Posy, and Poppy made? They made handy bags, they made hanging feeders, and they made vases, flower vases, correct? They made three things out of these three things which they have collected. Now, I want you to do these 6 questions or you can do the first 3 questions in the class and you can do the B part. Now, what is the B part here? You have to look carefully on the text which is given on page 90 and 91 and you have to just underline 6 verbs. You have to underline 6 verbs which are here in the text. And what are verbs? Yes, verbs are the doing words. They are the action words. Now, since it's writing, I'm going to give you 12 minutes for this task and your time starts now. Time is up. I hope you have written the same answers which we have discussed in the class. Great. Now the rest of the 3 questions will be your homework. You will do the homework. Now let's check out what verbs you have underlined. Now come on. Tell me the first verb, Alia. Okay. Working. Next verb, Neha. Pedaled. Correct. Amir. Throwing, correct. 3 are there. Again, the fourth verb, stopping is the fourth verb, correct. Fifth, searching, correct. Sixth, they make hanging feeders. Very good. Well done, class. Well done. Very good. Okay. Now you can see there they have given part C that tells you what happened in the beginning and the middle of the story, which we have already discussed. So this also I'm going to give you homework. So today you get a lot of homework. You have to do 2 parts. First, you have to do part A, question from question 4 till 6. The second homework would be you have to complete part C. So I hope you have understood the story and I hope you have understood whatever we have done and you'll be able to do the homework yourself. Yes, children? Okay, but still if there is any confusion, you can always ask me. You are always welcome to ask your teacher, okay? But do it yourself. Bye-bye. See you in your science lesson.